I'm telling you, people are getting stranger and stranger.
They're not
and stranger and weirder and more unfriendly and more uncompassionate and lack of empathy. People just, you know, like I said before, they walk their dog past the house. They don't present a greeting. They don't lift. They don't make eye contact.
Because you might kill them.
Because I might. Because even though somebody happens to be living in a quiet suburban neighborhood where you can hear a bird chirp and a pin drop, they think that they are actually afraid of presenting a greeting to a stranger.
People and kids block. Are getting shot in the head daily.
That's in a ghetto.
In this country.
It's in a ghetto.
It's not in a ghetto, it's all over.
Oh,
was Aurora, Colorado in the desert? I mean, a ghetto?
No.
Well, how about Fort Hood? Was that a ghetto?
Well, if somebody's living in a nice house and you're walking your dog, and I mean, is some white guy who's friendly sitting in front of a nice suburban home, is that something to be fearful, that people can't have a common courtesy and manners to present a greeting and look up and say, hello, good afternoon?
Obviously.
Obviously, they're not doing it because people have changed over the course of the years. There is a definite change, and unfortunately, it's you. I said it's weird. You said something about it not being weird.
It's prophesied. What are you talking about? Weird. Warning again. Warning.
Because people are doing things that are very illogical, and or selfish, like lack of manners, lack of consideration, not caring about the fellow human being, so on and so on. And then you have politicians who have these quick band-aid cover-up push-button answers that don't end up solving the problem, like the social services that are similar to your uncle giving you a couple bucks and he says, hey kid, go buy yourself something. They don't solve the problem long term.
Don't worry about it. Romney and Paul Ryan will solve the problem. Okay?
I know.
They'll get you back to work. They'll get you everything. They'll kill your Medicare. They'll kill your goddamn Social Security, etc.
They'll put
48% unemployment.
They'll put money.
How about that?
They'll put with healthcare, they'll put money back in the pockets of the insurance companies. They care about the insurance company more than they care.
What the hell do you think a voucher system is?
More than they care about American people getting good health care.
The government giving you money so you can buy your insurance privately.
Oh, and what kind of insurance are you going to buy privately?
And then if you use it too much, they'll cut you off. Very simple. And if you get a catastrophic cancer or something, they'll cut you off.
Oh, it's like...
but it's privatized, baby. It's like not government. Big government.
Big deal. Well, it's deliberately sabotaged, just like the guidelines for getting a Medicaid card in America. You know, if you're making $800 a month, you're too rich for a Medicaid card. Oh, like you can pay for American-style health care with $800 a month income? Sure.
Well, the point of it is, Mr. Obama and... Democrats wanted to extend Medicare in all the states, pay it full for 100% for 3 years, and then after that the state would have to pay only 10%, and the government would pay 90%. But states like Texas and etc., they don't want it, because they don't want to extend Medicaid to their people.
So Texas wants their people. If they're not
the poor people,
if they're
don't say the people.
If they're not
poor people,
if they're not like making $250,000 a year and more, they want you to I guess perish.
Die! Cold the herd. These people are sucking up our resources.
And then they get all upset and paranoid and arrest you with federal agents if you want to if you take a militant stand.
Don't have to be militant. It has to be a genuine Protest. That's all. You don't like somebody's policies, and you state it with a T-shirt or through your mouth. This is not free speech, but as Antonin Scalia and his cronies on the Supreme Court said, money is free speech.
Why doesn't he call himself Antonin Mussolini Scalia?
Antonin Scalia,
Scumbags.
Mr. Dumbo, what's his name there?
Was he a Catholic Church asket?
The pubic hair guy on his soda? The Black Justice? You don't know the Black Justice?
Pubic hair on soda?
Anita Hill!
Oh.
Where the hell were you in the 90s, pal?
Well, I forgot the details of that about pubic hair on soda.
Long Dong Silver!
Long Dong Silver.
The point is that these guys, just like Paul Ryan,
Scumbag Scalia.
they are Roman Catholics.
Scumbag Scalia.
And they tell you nothing about what their church has done over the centuries. Killing 50 million people, crusades, Inquisition, Galileo, the 11 of the apostles martyred, the saints of God killed by the Roman Catholic Church, or, as we know it in prophecy, the Holy Roman Empire, the beast.
No, they don't look at that. They don't look at the atrocities that were perpetrated by the Roman Catholic Church throughout history, the corruption of the popes of the old days. No, they don't look at anything. But, I'll go on record and say, I really don't like the idea that as an American citizen I have to pay out of pocket for absolutely every damn thing. I don't like that. I don't like the idea that the rich pay no taxes and the little guy has to pay all the taxes. I don't like the idea that working in America means you have to work for like slave labor for cheap wages, working for some
Walmart
damn corporation like Walmart. I don't like that idea one bit. That people have to roll out of bed in the morning and work, and companies expect you to do an optimal, tip-top job for little money. I don't like that idea at all. And the rich get off scot-free. No, I think that sucks. I think that kind of system sucks. Touching the original U.S. Constitution, tampering with it, should be an impeachable offense automatically.
It is, but who is going to? You saw what happened last week. Eric Holder refused to prosecute those at Goldman Sachs on Wall Street.
There you go.
Okay? There was plenty of evidence, etc., etc., but he refused to prosecute. Because we don't go after the big boys, especially the big boys who give donations to the politicians. We don't touch them in this country.
So what you're saying is the politicians are paid off.
They're whores.
They're whores.
They're freaking whores.
They'll talk. The right-wing conservative elitists will talk against prostitution and gay marriage and all this other stuff. Taking prayer out of school. Oh, like they really know family values. What hypocrites! They'll talk against that. But they won't look at the, what does the Bible say? The plank. They'll look at the sliver in your eye, but not the plank in their own eye.
Of course.
So they're actually, as far as family values and religion goes, and Christianity, they're big time hypocrites, because everything they have done, the actions speak a lot louder than the words. Everything they've done is anti-God of the Bible and anti-family values.
That's correct.
So they are the whore. They are bigger whores than actual
But they
prostitutes.
are deceived.
They don't want prostitution to be legalized because it's going to degrade society. Oh, it's perverted. It's this. It's that. But these right-wing politicians are bigger whores than actual prostitutes.
No kidding. But again, they don't see the plank in their own eye.
No, they
see
don't.
the sliver in yours.
Well, recently on Facebook, I want to get this out of the way. Recently, and hopefully next week, we will resume with the part 2 of what you know. Everything you know about the Bible
Is wrong.
is wrong. Everything you know about the Bible is wrong. Part 2, hopefully we will resume. And we should. It's like a week ahead of us. I want to talk about a friend of mine who has an agency, okay, that specializes in fitness models. Of course, young, very attractive, scantily clad fitness models.
Excuse me.
The best fitness models throughout the country and perhaps the world. And her page, her agency promo page, was shut down by Facebook upper management several times because a mystery person who has a vendetta against her kept on reporting her promo pages for this agency to Facebook upper management, and she was shut down time and time and time again, which is censorship. Now these girls,
What is he accusing her of? Prostitution?
well, you know how they can play a big violin when somebody reports something on Facebook. You know, they can. It's one person's word against another. The girl. What happened was, okay, the photographs are scantily clad, but there is no frontal nudity shown. There are no nipples shown, but there's a gluteus maximus showing on occasion because it's a muscle. As sexy as a great ass is, you know, as a girl's bare ass essentials, her assets, as wonderful as those assets are, they are muscles. Gluteus maximus or gluteus medius, you know, whatever, if there is one, you know, well, gluteus maximus, let's say they're muscles. The hips are sexy too, but there are muscles there. It's not a sexual, you know, organ. It's not a genitalia, but there is no frontal nudity and there are no like nipples shown. Okay, so technically it's not what you would call nudity, you know, in the legal definition of you know, improper exposure. You know, I mean, if somebody wore a thong bikini, this would more or less be equal to the photos that the woman shows. So what I did was, the agency, the female I know that runs the agency, posted something on Facebook related to the fact that somebody has this witch hunt against her and is closing her down, and she has to keep on reopening the promo page under another name, slightly different name. So I responded with a big tirade about right-wing fundamentalist zealot, counterfeit Christians, you know, holy rollers that are on this witch hunt, and you know, and that are obsessed with sexuality, being anti-sexuality, and holier than thou, and self-righteous, and blah 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 blah, and you know, all the stupid things that they do, the fundamentalists. Okay, all of a sudden, this female, young female, a college student, attractive too, but then again, so was Christine the Witch O'Donnell, attractive, and she was a religious nut also, trying to ban masturbation. Remember, of running in Delaware, was it? Now,
And nailing Palin.
and yeah, Sarah Palin's attractive, and she's another right
I think it was
wing.
Maryland. I'm not
She,
sure.
yeah,
Whatever, it doesn't
whatever
matter.
it is, but I think it was Delaware. But anyway, this chick who goes to Brigham Young University in Utah and is from Utah.
Yeah, she's a Mormon.
That's the first thing I said after she posted this tirade against my post, I must have hit a raw nerve, Reverend Bill, because she flipped out because I was telling all the truths about right-wing fundamentalists, zealot, religious nuts. So she flipped out. She posted this long thing. Oh, I don't know what a real woman is all about. I couldn't get a real woman. A real woman doesn't do that.
How does a real woman have to do with religion?
A real woman won't subject herself to
censorship.
You and your friend there are advocating the degrading society in America. You're degrading the minds of Americans. She just went on and on and on and on. Perversion, degradation, blah 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 blah. So sex is like totally taboo to this Mormon. Now I said,
what about polygamy?
Right. Now I told her off in my James P. Madonna fashion that I'm so well known for. I was very articulate, and I meticulously told her off word by word. And of course I said, hey, you must be a Mormon, you're from Utah. She has not answered me yet in my rebuttal. She hasn't, it's been a few days, she has not answered me yet. Her name is Michelle Marks from West Jordan, Utah. You like the biblical names that they pick in these southern and western states? West Jordan. You know what I mean? Yeah, let me just make sure I get it right. Michelle Marks from West Jordan, Utah, a student of Brigham Young University, which is probably a Mormon university. And there's a 99.99999 chance that Michelle Marks is a Mormon, and she's a right-wing fundamentalist. And I think she is the one. Where's my shillelagh? I usually point with my shillelagh. Blackthorn shillelagh, weapons grade, imported from Ireland. I think Michelle Marks is the one that has been reporting my friend and her agency and shutting her down over and over again. You don't like it? Simply don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Why is she on her page?
She apparently befriended her, I think, because this Michelle Marks might be on a crusade to keep an eye on people. Because my friend did not choose her to be her friend, but this woman,
confirm her.
This woman has my friend that runs the agency with the girls on her Facebook profile as a friend. So this woman is probably, a nut, a religious nut that's carrying on this witch hunt, this Michelle Marks. And
she shouldn't be on her page.
I told her I would talk about her on the show to piss her off even more. She shouldn't be on her page.
Correct.
But apparently I think this woman has nothing better to do with her time than to look for.
She should be studying.
She should be studying.
And she should be studying the truth, not Mormonism.
Well, yeah, not the Book of Mormon, but also she should be worried also about her study matter from Brigham Young, and evidently
the non-religious
maybe
study matter.
I called her a prude that probably doesn't get laid. That she really.
Well, that has nothing to do with it.
When a woman acts crazy like this, she probably doesn't have a boyfriend.
They could have a boyfriend. It's ideology.
It has nothing to do with somebody needing to clean their pipes out.
No.
Upipa, like my grandfather said in Italian, upipa, the pipe.
No.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Generalize.
I think she's frustrated. I think she's probably
She
bored.
may be frustrated, but that's not the issue.
She's probably grew up with a couple nuts.
Her issue is ideology.
Like Katy Perry, the singer. Her father was a right-wing fundamentalist nut minister. She probably grew up with this crazy cult, Christian cult, Book of Mormon. With her parents were probably very repressive.
Yes, but that also does not breed someone who just falls into the old line. That can also breed someone in rebellion against all of that stuff.
Well, that's what Katy Perry
that's
did.
Not well. There you go. But that's not the point. The point is she is preaching ideology. Whether that ideology is actually part of her character structure or not. She's preaching an ideology, just like these Republican, conservative, false Christians do. They don't read the Bible. They have no idea of what the truths of the Bible are, but yet they're out there, like the Family Research Council and all these other, against abortion and gays and etc., etc. And they know not what they're talking about, what they speak. You know what I'm saying?
I saw, speaking of abortion, I saw a photo.
Remember, nothing is said in the Bible at all about abortion. But yet this is a big thing here.
Well,
but it's the law right now in America, right? And these people are supposed to be the rule of law. The rule of law.
Dr. Bill, I saw this banner from these right-to-lifers on the internet, and they, I don't know, I think it might have been a lie, but they showed an embryo at like 2 or 3 months of age.
That's not an embryo anymore. That's a fetus.
Well, they showed the fetus almost looking like a full-grown human baby. Something like that.
However, the human baby, the brain, is the last to develop in the human baby. And no human baby has the Holy Spirit. None. I don't care how much a priest sprinkles on them when you take them into church to have them baptized.
And blows incense in their face?
And blows incense in their face or whatever. They do not have the Holy Spirit. And, fortunately, they do not yet have human nature. But they will,
unfortunately,
because human nature is the devil's nature.
Yeah, it is.
And we all get it.
It is. They, according to them, they probably feel a fertilized egg is you're killing a baby when you stop a fertilized egg.
That's the whole thing. That's why liberals, Democrats are baby killers. And no self-respecting conservative Republican will ever vote for a Democrat. Never.
But these ideas are coming from their mind.
That's correct.
It's not fact.
From their traditions.
It's not. Yes.
Mark 7, verses 7 through 9. You worship me in vain. You make me of no effect through your traditions of men.
Didn't that idiot Southern Baptist minister in Florida burn the Quran outside and cause a lot of controversy? The guy that looks like a basset hound with a handlebar mustache.
Yes, he does.
He burned the Quran, and don't some of those,
because he doesn't understand the Bible again.
Christian cultists handle poisonous rattlesnakes during service?
It is not his job to be in judgment. Judge not, lest you be judged.
Well, that's why I was getting back to this Michelle Marks, the frustrated bitch that probably doesn't get her pipes cleaned, the Mormon. You know, she's on a witch hunt, and she's judgmental like all the others, the right-wing fundamentalists, judgmental. And everything they do is kind of like anti what the Bible says. So therefore, how can they be better Christians than everyone else?
Well, the Republican Party has certainly made that in effect, haven't they?
Cutting money and funding for the poor to feed the homeless or help the poor or help, they care about family values, but they don't care about single mothers that are struggling to raise kids. They don't care about that. Oh no. So that is Christian taking money out of the mouths of poor children?
The family values that they respect are the ability to pass their money from one generation to the other. That's their family value.
In other words, the rich little hoity-toity kids that are the children of these elitist right-wingers with the silver spoon in their mouth, those kids, that's family values. Those kids are fine. They care about, see, once you're born, they don't care about you. If you're poor, if you're an elitist baby, they care.
Oh yeah, then you go to private school. instead of public
if you're
schools.
poor, you're worthless. But they care when you're in the womb. So this whole
Yeah, because it's only political then.
this whole facade of patriotism that the Republicans, Republicans hide behind is a front.
It's a garbage.
It's all a front to get you to vote for them. Like, you know, like the fools, the lemmings that voted in a Republican Congress. They were deluded, they were deceived. And
Well, they are unpatriotic also because they voted in the fact of the matter is they voted in the Tea Party for one reason only: to destroy the United States government. Yet no one dares say the word treason or traitor.
well, it's traitorous and unpatriotic to outsource all American jobs and not to pay any taxes if you happen to be of a high income bracket. You know, that's not patriotic.
No, that's called smart. They have the money to pay the best lawyers.
Yeah, but
So they are smart.
Yeah,
you
but-
are dumb for paying what you pay in
well, that's
taxes.
because the laws are for the fat cats.
No kidding.
They're not for the little guy. But
He who has the gold makes the rules.
then how is it patriotic to be a job creator in other countries and not the United States?
It isn't, but the propaganda is so dang good, baby.
Lies.
So dang
Okay,
good.
I-
Grover Norquist is a traitor. A traitor. His object is to destroy the United States government so it's so small that they can drown it in a bathtub. What else do you call that? He's a traitor.
Well, I guess.
treason.
I guess.
And,
People.
and ask yourself why. Why would they want the government so small and weak and wimpy? Why? You know why? So it can't go against the big corporations. That's why.
It's a form of dictatorship. It's a corporate plutocracy. It's about greed. It's about evil. They want to enslave the poor.
Yeah.
They want to kill off the very poor. You know, the homeless, whatever.
Yeah, the worthless.
The worthless. And if you're able-bodied, they want you to work as a slave for them. Now, who on earth are going to be able to afford to buy their products with all this slave labor? I have no idea. If Americans can't find a job that pays a decent living wage, I don't know who their customers are going to be.
Well, the corporations do not think long term. They think in terms of each quarter. 3 months. That's how they think.
You mean, sounds like the thinking of a young teenager that just wants a party.
Yeah, baby. Today.
Today,
I'm thinking
today,
of today.
today.
Today only.
Not
You know?
tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
Here today, gone to Maui.
Tomorrow.
Gone to Maui. I wish I could go to Maui. All right, listen. I got
one of them hot dogs.
Oh, don't mention that guy, Mike of Maui's.
Hot dogs, whatever.
Whatever the fuck, Maui's Doghouse, Wildwood.
that's
That's another show. You know what really pisses me off? Selfish, inconsiderate people that love to take up 2 parking spaces wherever they go. I don't care how rich they are. I don't care if they're driving a Lamborghini or Ferrari or Mercedes or whatever, Rolls Royce. You're not. You can't be taking up 2 parking spaces. You know, and sometimes I got to park far because this jerk took up 2 parking spaces. But anyway, let me pipe aboard the captain of our pirate ship here at Newsletter Censored. Do it formally.
Geez, all the dogs in the neighborhood are coming now.
I formally welcome my co-host and mentor, the Reverend Dr. William J. Eisenman. How you feeling, sir?
Oh, geez, almost fell.
You almost fell. How you feeling, sir?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Okay. It is Saturday, August the 18th. Right?
I don't even know. I have no idea
Well, we
what.
better be accurate.
I have no idea what they look at the calendar
The Kalunda?
behind me there.
Is that the Kalunda you used to strain the spaghetti? It's the 18th.
18th.
Gee. August 18th?
Yeah, Monday was the 13th.
August 18th, 2012. And summer is slowly but surely coming to a close.
Withering away.
Withering away into
Every day.
Autumn.
2 minutes less daylight.
2 minutes less daylight. We're getting close to autumn. Labor Day weekend, which is the unofficial ending of summer, and the beaches will close, which means